Good afternoon. This is Tina Wong with Florida National News. Today we are at the Bronze Kingdom. We're going to see some of the most amazing pieces on the face of the planet. Look at this amazing piece of work of art. This magnificent grand scale mask is a testimony to the skills of the bronze caster from Cameroon. So each of these pieces that we're seeing here today have a history, have a story. I mean, every detail was thought of. Well, thank you for sharing all of this fantastic and amazing things here today. So what was your inspiration for all of this?
Really, it started with one mask, and we'll pass by it right here. I kept going by this one shop in Los Angeles, this gallery. I went by there a couple dozen times. Coming by and seeing this mask, he kept calling me. And the guy that owned the shop one day just said, "Hey, listen, you come in here almost every day. You look at the same mask. Why don't you just buy it?" I said, "Man, I don't have any money to buy any mask. You know, I just got out of school." And so he says, well, he said, "Either I got to put you to work or I got to get the mask to you." I said, "Well, I can't afford it." He said, "What do you have in your pocket?" I said, "Well, I got about $50. You know, that's my money for food for the week.
For the rest of the week.
He said, "Give me that and take the mask." And that was just a fraction of what the mask cost. I gave him that. I went hungry for a week, and from that, all of this happened.
Wow. So, now, let me ask you, what was so special about this mask, or you were just drawn to it?
I was just drawn to it. People asked me, they said, you know, "How did you choose to get into this business?" And I say, "Well, I really didn't choose." I said, "It chose me."
Wow.
And so I started off with one piece. I was always interested in about African culture. And in fact, the first company I had was called African Cultural Connection. And the whole idea was to be able to connect African Americans with their African culture.
Cultures.
Not knowing that, you know, 20, 30 years down the road, that's exactly what I'd be doing.
Wow. So each piece that is here represents a different culture?
Different tribe and different tribe. We have pieces that range from 400 years to pieces that are made in the last 10 years. So we have the full gamut.
400 years, that's a very long time. That's a lot of history.
More older than the United States.
Wow. So, now you are based in Orlando. What inspired you to want to be in Orlando of all the place?
Well, you know, New York was too cold. Miami was too hot. And in Los Angeles, that's where I'd spent most of my life in California. I'm from San Francisco Bay Area, and then I'd moved to LA. And I said, no, I wanted some place with a warm climate. And you have about 65, 70 million people come here.
Yes.
Every year.
Every year.
And I said that'd be a great place to be able to share this collection.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I heard that you have a relationship with special piece of art.
That's right.
I mean, am I allowed to touch her?
Yeah, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Tell me about this piece, right? I mean, this is, I mean, woo!
Look, she's a maternity queen. You see her with her two babies here. And I was attracted to her. It took me years to get her, by the way. And then
she's pretty large.
Oh no, she's very large. She weighs about 1,000 pounds. So we don't move her around too much, but she's absolutely phenomenal. She's in a lot of our promotional material. Okay. I am just I just about her only because she's beautiful, and the fact that she's so regal and the power that she exudes. It just when I think of, and one of the things that I wanted to convey to people, I wanted to convey to people that although slavery is a part of our lives, you know, and we're very proud of our forefathers and foremothers who got us to this point. It's not where we began. It's a part of our life, but it's not all of it. The true story is we come from kings and queens just like her, and that's the story I want to tell.
Wow. So as part of Black History Month, I mean, do you feel that you're contributing to the whole aspect of Black history? What part do you, as a role model, do you feel that you're playing that role well?
Well, I hope I am. I'll let people be the judge of that. But right now, what I would like to say is that with all of this, our whole hope, our initial hope, I should say, is that at least that we tell the story. Yes. One of the things that one of the promises that I made to the people in the villages and the tribes where we were able to collect these things is that we promise to tell your story.
Their story.
Not the stories that may be written in some of the books that we read, but the story that they have. We will tell it in the manner in which that you use it, not the way that maybe it was said it was used. we will tell the story and make certain we communicate why you think this is important, and we will convey that message and why it's valuable to you and your tribe and your larger community. So that's what we do. We want to tell that story.
Wow. So Mr. Bennett, so aside from all of this, I heard it through the grapevine as well, that you are drawn towards the art. Mm-hmm. The art attracts you like it did with the mask.
Yes.
Now, was that artwork part of your culture, or where you're from, your ancestry was from, or you were just drawn to that piece?
You know, it's interesting. I did my DNA testing, right?
You did?
Yes, of course, and I found out that yes, a part of me is from the Congo and the Cameroon region. Congo is where that piece comes from.
So it does work.
It does work. And then but I will tell you that 38% of me is Akan from the Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire area, and I have a lot of pieces from there. I have a lot of affinity for those pieces. And then 13% of me is from Senegal.
From Senegal. What is your hope for Black History Month with this fantastic display of art?
Well, first off, I would really like for people to come down and see this, because we do have the social media. We have bronzekingdom.com, and we have we have our Facebook page. We also have Instagram, Twitter, all of it Bronze Kingdom, and we'd love for people to check us out there. But to get the real scope of what it is that we have, they need to come. They need to come to the Kingdom, and that's 8249 Parkline Boulevard, Orlando, Florida. And from there, we hope that people take back a little bit of this African history.
Places. There's so many variation of culture that is celebrated here, and this is a great way, I think, for any individual to come down and get a little history of Black History Month, because there's nowhere else that we can go to hear about the cultures, the tribes, and all the variation from all over the world.